Kathleen Booth is one of the first computer scientists in the world to have worked on software, and has made invaluable contributions to the field of computing. In fact, her most famous invention, from as long ago as the 1940s, powers the very computer that you're watching this video on. She invented and wrote the first assembly language. In the early days of general-purpose electronic computing, computers were programmed by rewiring the computer itself. Thousands of physical switches and cables had to be carefully arranged in order to create programs. It was a painstaking and time-consuming process. So during the 1940s, computer researchers worldwide started looking for ways to store programs in software. In 1945, John von Neumann published the description of his famous von Neumann architecture, which could store programs in the computer so that the computer didn't have to be rewired to run every different program. At the time, Kathleen was working in a team of computer pioneers at the University of London. The team's leader, and Kathleen's soon-to-be husband, Andrew Booth, was inspired by von Neumann and built a computer with the new architecture. Kathleen had to program it, and she designed the first assembly language to do so. Assembly language is a revolution in programming. Software is stored by the computer as ones and zeros, and that includes programs. But it is very difficult to create complicated programs using long sequences of ones and zeros. Assembly language is much easier for humans to read and write, but a computer can still easily turn programs written in assembly into ones and zeros, machine code, when it needs to run them. Nowadays we write in high-level languages, which are even easier to read, but the computer can only run these because assembly programmers have created frameworks and interpreters that translate high-level languages into programs that it can understand. Between 1947 and 1953, Andrew built computers and Kathleen programmed them. Despite being underfunded and understaffed, this tiniest research team in the UK accomplished the outstanding achievement of creating 3 different computers during this time. After setting the stage for modern computing, Kathleen co-founded the School of Computer Science and Information Systems at Birkbeck College, University of London, and taught a programming course there. At a similar time, she left another mark on history by developing a program to simulate a neural network, and she performed some of the earliest research into neural networks and how animals recognize patterns and characters. Lots of today's cutting-edge artificial intelligences are built on top of neural networks, and Kathleen was working in this area in the 1950s. Even after retiring, she continued publishing, co-authoring a paper on using neural nets to identify marine mammals in her 70s. She's currently 98 years old and has a lot to be proud of. Thank you, Kathleen, for having the ingenuity to solve one of electronic computing's earliest limitations and giving future developers like myself a bedrock to build software on top of.